Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday morning to my hustlers out here. I want to thank you guys for jumping in again. We're post Thanksgiving, you know. Had to hit the gym because I'm feeling that Thanksgiving, got to get back healthy, but feeling good, feeling driven. So I really want to appreciate you guys from joining up. You know, things are good, things are moving. Um, if you're new here or even if you're old here, really trying to build more of a direction and purpose to each of my videos. Some of them have become short rants and vents from my thoughts, and very useful. But sometimes I want to make sure I title videos specifically so when someone may have a problem or a question, I can streamline them directly to a video or a procedure or an SOP, right? A standard operating procedure. If they have questions or some things that they're struggling with, or even I'm struggling with, more importantly, I know exactly what this section, this chapter in my story that I'm telling, right, is about, so that I can refer right back to that instead of just having rants, right, and having 10 or 15 seconds of nuggets where the entire video can be the nugget that's necessary. Today, we will figure out a topic probably throughout this video, but what I want to talk about is two sides of a coin. I got a lot of information these last few days, right? And I'll frame it like this. On one hand, I'm talking to a gentleman from my W-2 position. If you guys don't know, I work as a software engineer, controls engineer for two companies, right? Essentially, I am consulting and I'm W-2ing, right? But still, both of them are W-2 for tax purposes, right? Earning a decent income higher than the average, so making sure that I'm taking that difference and investing it in ways that benefit me, whether that be any sort of asset, right? Into myself, right? Into maybe houses, into stocks, bonds, crypto, right? And then a business, right? That's really what I want to focus on. So back to the topic of one side of the coin. I'm talking to a gentleman, I believe he's 60 years old, and for the last 2 months, I've known that he is retiring at the end of December, right? Wants to finish out this year, retire end of December, so he can get his full bonus, right, next tax season in March, and he said he's done. Man, a lot of guys say he should work till you're 65, but he said, I ran the numbers, man. I'm making enough, and I'll even give you what he told me. He's making, I believe, maybe around $3,000 a month in pension. He's making around $3,000 a month in Social Security, right? And his wife makes 50% of his Social Security, right? If you're married, spousal something. So she'll make $1,500 a month in Social Security, right? So that is what, 3 plus 3, 15, that's $7,500 a month. He has no debt, no credit card debt. The kids' college is paid for, and they're at the house. They're in their own families, right? Their own homes. The mortgage is paid for. So, sorry, I lied. His mortgage is $1,200 a month because he refinanced when the interest rates were like 3%. I say this to say, he has ran the numbers. He's like, I don't need to work anymore. All those income streams that I just told you about, the pension, the Social Security, and his wife's Social Security, does not count the 401k, the Roth IRA, that he also has that's stacked, right? That in itself has over $1 million in it. He is okay. He can live off of, his expenses are 4K a month, right? He's bringing in 7.5, 8. So he's okay. And he decided, hey, listen, this is what I need to survive. So I'm going to get out the rat race at 60 years old. That's on one hand. On the other hand, there's other gentlemen, so there's a lot of people like that. On the other hand, I want to first congratulate him for understanding his bottom line. That's a big thing that a lot of people don't have, right? That's something that I am also continuously learning. What is my bottom line, okay? On the other hand, there's another person that says, dream bigger. And I'll use a quote or a trademark that this person or many people are following called 10X, right? If you have a plan or a notion when you're young to make $1 million in your business, that $1 million seems like the top of the mountain. So that million seems difficult. Where you're climbing, where you're moving to seems very difficult. But if your goal is $10 million, you will surpass 1 million, because that's not where you're trying to get to. So 10x your dreams to maybe move at a quicker rate, make decisions to get to where you need to get to, right? So it's like, on one hand, bottom line, minimal needs. On the other hand, dream big. And I'll reference one of my older videos here called Daydream. I truly believe in that. I truly believe in daydreaming. Dream, brother. Sit there and dream about what you really want, what you want. So between that bottom line and daydreaming, you have to find where you are. And there's a lot of inputs that goes into deciding where you are, right? One of those inputs being, how much effort do I want to put in? How much time do I really want to dedicate to this, right? What is my life like outside of these goals? Are you in a happy relationship, in terms of, are you going through a divorce that costs you time and expenses? Are you in debt that costs you expenses? Or like, where are the things that are pulling you down? So how much time do you really have to dedicate? Maybe step one, if you're in a situation that you don't have much time back, step one is trying to get your time back. That's always the goal. But maybe get out of credit card debt. Maybe, right? Maybe pay off that student loan debt, or whatever you can do, right? To give yourself the best opportunity to get to where you want to get to. So this is what this video is called about. I wouldn't call it perspective, because that seems too passive. I don't know where I am, but I know I want to be all I can be. And we're going to decide it right here on this video. Right here on this video. We will 10x our dreams. I don't fully understand business income, because a lot of people say we were doing 3 million a year. What does that mean? Like, because if I just hire a bunch of people, that have expenses and I sell products, how much am I really doing? I don't know. But right here, we're going to tell you what I want. And I'm looking over here because I see people driving by, but we're fine. I believe that I want just the thought of making $100,000 a month seems wild. But I need to do some research, right? Because what I want to say is $10,000 to $15,000 a month. 15, way more closer to 15. But if I 10x that, that's 100 to 150 grand a month. Different moves have to be made for me to make 150 grand, right? I can't work a third or fourth. Jobs aren't going to pay me that much money, so different moves have to be made. 100,000 a month. Wow. That's 10x of, I want to do 15K a month. 15K a month consistently is something that I want. That I need to build. That's what I want. $15,000 a month. Okay? That's what we're putting that bar. $15,000 a month. By 34. 3 years. 3 years. 15K a month by 34. Yeah, I like that. By 35. By 35, I want to be north of 15K a month. That's what we'll say, right? Let's do it.